Good morning from the Gold Coast, Queensland. Yes, I finally made it to Queensland. Today's Thursday, the 13th of June, 2024. And in the early hours of this morning, about 6:30 or so, I came in to the Seaway here on the Gold Coast and moored up in what they call Bum Bay. Yeah, what a day, night. I left Iluka, I think it was yesterday at 8:30 a.m. Now my average speed that I have programmed, 3.5 knots, which I probably need to revise, had me taking around about 26 hours to get here. So it worked out I actually took 21 and a half. But having said that, there was a strong wind warning, and I went out with a single reef in the sail, and it was basically ploughing along most of the day. Very few times did the speed drop down to below 3.5. So had an extremely good run, but a very long run when you're on your own going through the day and then the night. But rewarding to finally be here. Yeah, it was a great run, and got very tired, very hard to stay awake at some points, but I managed, although I probably feel like I'm going to crash really early tonight. So anyway, this is what little I did get on the video, because of course most of it was at night, which makes a very dull viewing. Anyway, this is what happened. Farewell to my nice little spot in Iluka, as we make our way out of the boat haven and head back for the open sea. And here we have the mighty Clarence River, and let's hope it'll take us out nicely. Check the webcam on the entrance. No white water that I can see, so winner winner. So far so good. And that's our exit right there, going out Yamba Iluka. There's the headland there at Yamba, and looking back up the Clarence River on another beautiful day. It's warm too, actually, which is really nice. That's what I came for, right? And passing by the lighthouse, various markers to wend our way out of the channel. Well, here we are, just about at the entrance, and looking very calm out there indeed. Got a bit of a, says the true wind speed's 9 knots, so once I round the corner and head north, I'll put up the jib, and yeah, we'll get some power out of it. I'm idling the engine just in case, because we're in narrow waters. But yeah, I've just got the mainsail up, reefed, but it's nice going with the current because we're doing nearly 6 knots, so that's a nice free ride. And a closer look at Iluka Bluff, where I was standing yesterday. In fact, I think there's somebody up there now. I'll wave back. Now I know what I look like. And moving along smartly now, we're just pushing through the water, which is really nice feeling. And it's very steady wind too, so no stop-start. So dolphins just crossed my path. Obviously I didn't look attractive, so they moved on. Still sitting on 5 to 6 knots at the moment, and haven't seen anybody, although look, there is a sail here. Couldn't make out what it was at first, but it seems to be a boat going south with just the mainsail up, although he'd get more of a lift if he went further out to sea. Anyway, looking back at Iluka Yamba, and they've actually got the sunshine now. I'm still sitting under cloud. Here's a closer look at our friend going south. As I said, I've just got the mainsail up and pushing close to the coast.
And looking up ahead now, we've got Goanna Head, which is part of Evans Head. And look, there's somebody else out here. Couldn't quite make out what he's doing. Goanna, of course, as you would know, is Australian for iguana. Now, this is a very long bay leading up to Evans Head. Don't know what it's called. They tend to miss out some features like that on maps. I'm not quite sure why. And just looking back from whence we came. Goanna Headland just going round now, and the rest of Evans Head. And looking to go into the next long bay. Going to hug the shore again because we're obviously don't want to get caught in the big current. Lunch is served on the poop deck. And we're coming to the end of this long bay. The point out there, Blackhead and Ballina is in there as well. There is a river entry into that, but it's not really recommended for yachts, so yeah, we'll give that the big miss. But it's been powering along at around about 6 knots. The wind's just dropped again a little bit, but it's been a very quick run so far. Okay, well, be flexible, they say. Basically, I have come to the heads of Ballina, and I've talked to Marine Rescue, and they say the channel is good at the moment, and I've decided to put in there for the night, which will make me and all those people tracking me a lot happier, I guess. So you're welcome. Okay, well, I had contemplated going into Ballina for the night, but the forecast would suggest that the swell's getting up to 3 metres and not getting much below 2.5 metres in the next couple of days, which means I could be locked inside Ballina because the bar is a bit sketchy. Even though today is beautiful, coming out again might be a different story. So I will push on at this point to Southport. Can't see much into the sun, but that's looking at Ballina River, the river Ballina basically. So this is the entrance to the heads I'm just crossing in front of, and moving around, going north. Just for a change. Okay, so that up ahead, I believe is Cape Byron. Byron Bay is near there. But the significance basically is that it's the easternmost point of mainland Australia. So while our course has been mainly sort of to the east of north, after we round that, we'll be going west of north and just looking back at Ballina. But I'm assuming that by the time we get to Cape, well, as the sun goes down, I actually hear an aircraft taking off. Must be, oh, there it is there. Anyway, for those of you who haven't seen an aircraft before, you still can't see it. Well, with the sun going down, my next point of reference is going to be the lighthouse at Cape Byron. So we'll be steering for that in a little while. Sailing into the evening. I don't think you can get the right colours, but maybe you do. But yeah, it's very peaceful. The wind's gone down a bit. Not perfect, but yeah. Be nice to have some dinner soon, I think. So this is probably a nice time to do that. Anyway, onward. No point videoing at night, but here's the Gold Coast, Mermaid Beach, and Surfers Paradise. Well, good morning, Gold Coast, Southport. Yeah, just dropped anchor. It is, whatever it is, 6:30 I think it is. This guy's just trying to light up now, but I got in before all of that happened. Long day. I think 21.5 hours maybe. Anyway, I'm going to bed.
And look at these two sheltering beside the boat here. Good morning. You're beautiful, aren't you?